settled next to the Willamette River. Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. All games might count the same, but some carry a little more juice. And when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will put toe to leather to crank us up. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give from the gun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Right back to the well. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, I know on offense you always want to have balance, and it's important to keep defenses honest, but listen, you're one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire nation. Let your dudes go to work. You don't need negative plays like that.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. They're trying to get to it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start. And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone. You're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll give it to the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He lets one fly deep. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
This offense has a second down play. On the run, it's Stennis. And the Wolverines will move the sticks.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Catch inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan! And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Handoff to the single back. At the 35, he's open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Michigan 10, Oregon 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes a grab over the middle. Touchdown, Oregon! What a grab and go for the score.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you can be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Hey, get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. The sure hands. It's Maddox. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to South Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Dennis.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, taking advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the right. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
That makes the score Michigan 24, Oregon.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 18, set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Number 1 objective here, no turnover. Showing all kinds of confidence in that arm, throwing back to the right.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
And the Ducks send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Going for the big play. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right? Score a touchdown, go try to get a rest on the sideline. It feels like you blink and you're right back on the field having to go score another one, David. It just feels like it's going to be that kind of game.
Well, so which defense can kind of change their identity a little bit, get more aggressive? You're giving up yards and touchdowns anyways. Who can get aggressive and maybe create a turnover?
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
Quarterback checking off. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He unleashes a long one. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. 1st down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job by the freshman, kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Coming after it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Pocket starts to collapse. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he got loose, it was all over.
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can go around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
They'll try the run. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this offense has got it all right. It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
Brings up second down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Razor moves.
To the ground with the back. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
4th down.
On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Michigan.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 19 over South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. He's looking to pass. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over of football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers there.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
From the gun, the ground game. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, shooting up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
They'll go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Oregon 35, Michigan 32.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Using his legs, it's Maddox. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll let it go down the right side. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. Trying to get to it. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Oregon! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
Michigan offense will take over 1st and 10.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Running back goes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Going up top. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. Another critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge on the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 1. Brings up 2nd down.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. The pull and throw off the RPO. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
They'll try to run for it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And they add another touchdown late. Listen, this game's over. We all know that, but they're running the football. It's your job defensively to play physical and try to get the stop late. Make sure they don't continue to get in the end zone.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays.